Good morning, everyone, and you're very welcome as you join us here in St. John's today for our 12 noon Mass on this, the fourth Sunday of Easter. Huge word of welcome to those of you joining us here in the church, especially to those of you who are preparing to celebrate First Communion in June. This is week 2 of our preparation, and our theme for this week is Listen. So we're going to ask for some good listening today in the church. And that's not just for the boys and girls, that's for all the grown-ups as well. Interesting fact, do you know that the word listen and silent have the same letters? Have a look at that later on. So what we're going to ask is that you listen very carefully today to everything that's happening up here and to what Father Martin is going to explain in terms of the second part of our Mass today. We also have a portable microphone, so we might come and ask you a few questions. So don't be shy, be prepared for that. And that's not just boys and girls either, that also applies to grown-ups. A few announcements for our regular congregation here. The collections this week, the boxes at the back, the white box is the weekly collection. The second collection this week is for the education of diocesan students for the priesthood. Very apt that that collection is taken up this weekend because it is Good Shepherd Sunday, and we're asked today to pray in particular for vocations. Any of you who follow us on Facebook, yesterday I posted up a message from the Pope for this particular Sunday. If you listen carefully to the prayer of the faithful that Niall and Maria are going to lead for us, you will hear parts of that short letter from Pope Francis used in the prayers. And for all the adults in the church and those of you joining us online, I cannot recommend highly enough that you take a couple of minutes to read the Pope's message. It is truly inspiring. To draw your attention to the fact that the coffee morning is starting back this week, 10 o'clock in the parish hall, for those of you who are free and would like to join us for that. The parish lunch club will commence again next Wednesday. I think that's Wednesday the 18th, and everyone is welcome to that. And for parents, grandparents, family members maybe who have someone preparing for First Communion, we do have a selection of First Communion cards, and they're available from the sacristy after Mass. Just one final thing, when it comes to communion time, boys and girls, you are all invited to come forward to Father Martin for a blessing. So we ask everyone to come up by the centre aisle and to return to their seats by the side aisle so we don't have a traffic jam in the middle. So boys and girls, can I get you to go like this? Okay? Great, wonderful. So for the next couple of weeks as you're preparing for First Communion, when it comes time for communion, come forward with your arms crossed and you will receive a blessing. Parents, you're welcome also, if you're not receiving, to come forward for a blessing as well. So we'll see how this goes this week. By the way, if you didn't bring your name last week, please feel free to come up and put it on the sacred space if you brought it this week, and we'll put it up on the wall. And after Mass, we will collect all the wonderful pictures that you did from last week about what you saw, because Father Martin's very keen to change his avatar on social media. That's a little picture of him. So if there's any particularly nice pictures of Father Martin smiling, you might actually find that on social media. So let's just take that moment now to still ourselves from the busyness of the morning and the preparation for coming